Hi everybody, how's it going? Jason here. Let me bring the mic up just a bit. How's it going everybody? Touch and go there for a second while I was setting up. Computer decided it didn't want the weekend to be over. And so did the guitar. Yeah, I had to change the strings on my guitar as well. So it's been an interesting prep time. Anyway. Okay, hi everybody. Hi Orna, hi Sean, hi Dara. Why am I hearing an echo here? Who cares? How are we all doing today? Good weekend, I hope. Lovely Saturday, less lovely Sunday, all of that. So welcome. Just hi Grania, hi Kira, how's it going? Excellent. Nice one, Glenn. Okay, busy day for you. So from the exercise bike straight down to music. Lovely. Hi, Grania and Kira. Um, Excellent. You're watching on the TV. Fantastic. Okay. So, just in case anyone's tuning in for the first time, although in our 8th week. Oh, just saw your message, Grania. I had banana pancakes for my lunch. Trying to be healthy. It's not the same. Yeah, it's not as good as the real thing. So yeah, for people who may be tuning in for the first time, I'm Jason. I'm a music therapist. I work with Enable Ireland, and this live stream is a way for people from Enable Ireland, friends and family and staff, to stay in touch while we're all off-site, if I can put it that way, while we're all away from the centres. So if you're not necessarily associated with Enable Ireland, you're still welcome, but that's the main reason we're here. So this is the first of 2 sessions. This will be instrumental, improvised music with different kind of recordings, and and then we'll have a song session at 3, where people get to make requests and have a good old chat about the theme of the day, whatever that might be. Nice one, Sean. Helping the bees. We have a policy of not mowing our front lawn, so the bees can have full access to the flowers. Yeah, I've heard bees can be revived if you just put them on an apple or a piece of fruit as well. Less chance of drowning. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Grania, I am jealous. Pancakes and music. I like the sound of that. Okay. So I've done my little warm up. I think most of you missed my little spiel at the start about all the technical problems I had with my guitar strings breaking and my computer shutting down and all this stuff. So it was touch and go for a little bit, but everything's totally shipshape now. So I'm going to do a little bit of a loop here. And this loop is set to play in waltz time, which I don't usually use. So that should be interesting. Hi Yvonne. Hi Stephen. How's it going? I'm glad you're having a good time in Killaloo. Natural yogurt, maple syrup. Oh, that's a good call. There we go. Okay, here we go. So this is pancake music. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Sean, good call. There's a Led Zeppelin song that comes to mind. Speaking of custard tart, um, we could have a theme about food for sure. Um, that's a good starting point, anyway. Let's see where the conversation goes. Um, and we do have I like speaking of banana pancakes. I did learn a song called Banana Pancakes, for someone in the previous weeks. So it will give me an excuse to break that one out again. But anyway, enough yakking. I have some interesting humpback whale song currently uploading to my audio software, but I don't think it's going to be ready in time for me to check it and make sure it actually suits our purposes. But that's something for tomorrow, maybe. I do have some new bird song clips, and we've loads of old ones that are lovely, that I might dive into now. So let's just carry on. What do you think? Okay. Let's do this. This one from. Yes, fading out works much better than just trying to stop it in the right point, doesn't it? Um, okay. The sunflowers and maple syrup. Just trying to weave this all together somehow. Um, all right. So, yeah, let's keep going, guys. I might have one or two more interesting loops here to play along to. Oh, yeah. And then I'll. Okay, professional tip for you guys. Don't whack your guitar off your audio interface's USB if you want everything to keep working. God, that gave me a fright. Um, Yvonne, I love the what do they call that? Upcycling. That's fantastic. Um, I won't tell you what happened to our sunflower at the back. So, other than that, didn't thrive. Okay, let's do another bit. Whoops. So I have some waltzy loops set up here. We'll try another one. Okay. Now that is interesting kind of timing for this flowers and wellies conversation. So we literally just got my little girl a new pair of wellies and we're wondering what to do with the old ones. Drilling holes in the bottom. I wouldn't have thought of that. Great idea. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. I think I'm trying to mess with the format here a little bit, so we all don't get bored. But yeah, the waltz time, the different time signatures are definitely helping. Over the course of the last 7 to 8 weeks, I may have been at risk of repeating myself once or twice during the improvisations. So I do want to prevent that from happening. Okay. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing for time? Another 15 minutes or so. Excellent. How about some more bird song? I think we had a nice one from the Dawn Chorus there. Yeah. Nice and melodic. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. Hi Jess, how's it going? Just got your text. Glenn, I did get your text as well. I thought I answered it. Let me just check that I did. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, you should have an answer there. Let me know. Okay, and no worries, Jess. Glad you're here. Just about to do some nice birdsong improvisations here. Let's mix all the ideas here. Let's do the birdsong with the kind of 3 time. Just realised there's a little pigeon in the background there. It's very timed very nicely. Okay. Oh, I just got your message there. I just got your picture there, Yvonne. That's fantastic. um, yeah, you've a very well kitted out garden. Um, I certainly, Yvonne, I certainly agree, or at least whether I should, I certainly never do. Um, last time I moved house, I filled a skip with 10 years worth of things that I didn't need. Um, but you're obviously putting your stuff to good use. I could learn from that. Okay, how are we doing? We have time for maybe one more piece. Um, I might just out of pure curiosity, see what these whale song things sound like, and maybe we could. So this is humpback whale. So I'm not sure how this is going to sound. just a little. Okay. Yeah, let's skip this forward a little bit. I'm kind of lost my own curiosity here. Okay, let's try this with a loop. Who knows? Look, we're experimenting. I'm not sure how soothing this is. Yeah. That sounds more alarming than anything. I think I might work through those recordings. So we'll just do something like this to finish it. I know they're not. I don't know where all these relaxation CDs get their material from, but it's not from archive.org anyway. Just wanted to let you guys into my process a little bit. Hi Dermot, hi Sienna. Sorry, I forgot to say hello earlier. And I was doing so well. Um, okay, everybody. It's just about time to wrap up. Um, and switch over for the song session. I hope you'll join me at 3 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Or whatever we're going to call it. We're not exactly tuning. Thank you for clicking the link. Thank you for being here anyway. I hope you enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed chatting in the live chat and hearing the very unrelaxing whale songs. um, but anyway, Little Richard, yes. Do you know what? Let me make a note of that. Um, that is a good call, Sean. Uh, okay. I should be able to manage one of them, shouldn't I? Might have to tune it down a little bit. So I'll see you back here at 3 o'clock. We'll take a little break now while I switch over and change all my guitar sounds and all that. And hope you got lots of requests. And we'll have some fun. Okay? So I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Thank you very much for listening.